Hello, hello, M100. It's Lori. Hello, happy Monday. Welcome to Livestream with Lori. I am so excited, as always, to get with you tonight and talk about all things manifesting, all things alignment, and tonight, all things vision. So I am super excited to get with you tonight and riff a little and talk all the things. So let me know where you're coming in from. I wanted to say calling in from. Oh my God, old school. Let me know where you're dialing in from on AOL. I still call this group, I still call it a forum because I'm so old school sometimes. I'm serious, no lie. So today, aligned vision. But I want to tell you one of my aligned visions, all right? Come listen, come closer, come listen closely, everyone. Okay, so obviously, you guys, I've been going live with you guys on Monday a while, and it really was my intention to bring kind of the light back to this group because for a little while, things had gotten a little quiet and I got a little sidetracked and I had other projects, let's just say that, going on, and I needed to take a little hiatus. So as I took a hiatus, this group also took a hiatus. So since January or so, we've been doing 100-day clips, we've been live streaming, we've been doing all kinds of things. This community is growing like by leaps and bounds again, and I started this in 2014, and I gotta tell you, I'm like so grateful for every single one of you. I just, I could cry some days. And but my vision and my aligned vision is to invite all of the people to this space that resonate with me, that feel, some kind of connection with the way that I speak the words, that I speak this spiritual work, and that you can like open up your life and your heart and transform yourself, transform your businesses, transform your abundance, your prosperity, everything that you desire in your life. And so my aligned vision is to continue to grow this group and to attract my soul tribe, as I always have had this vision. I want to talk to you about the power of the aligned vision versus just a regular old vision. So I want you to know that everything that I do for a reason. And here's what I know. Raise your hand. Well, this is not what I know. Let me ask you this question. Like, raise your hand or give me some love or give me some hearts and tell me, like, who here has a dream that matters? That's the big question. Do you have a dream that matters? Call it a vision, call it a dream, call it what you want, call it a want, call it a desire, call it what you want. Do you have a dream, a vision that matters to you? Give me the thumbs up if you do. Or if you have a vision for your future that feels better than the one that you're standing in right now, okay? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. I want to hear you all because I know you all have one. Something, some level. So I want you to dial into that for a second, because here's the thing. I want you to feel like, I've got this vision, I've got this want, I've got this desire, I've got this like, oh my gosh, but is it aligned? And I, as a teacher, like to split vibrational hairs, energetic hairs a lot. And I like to really, really like get clear. And it's so important. And I want to make a case for this tonight. And I want you to pay attention to what's going on within you, because it's so important that you actually walk around with aligned visions, not just any day visions, not just any everyday desires and dreams, because we have a whole bunch of stuff and some noise. Yes, yes, yes. I'm hearing you guys. It's like we have a whole bunch of noise that throws us off our path to that vision and keeps us stuck where we are. So there is a difference between a vision and an aligned vision. And I have so many things to say about this, but tonight I'm just going to bring you a few things so that you can start to lean into this. Like I said, it's just the tip of the iceberg here, but I want to give you these pieces so that you can start aligned, right? What is alignment? It's when my thoughts, my feelings, my beliefs, my words, my actions, my desires are all unified. They're all in sync, so it's like I have this dream, truly, I have this dream to manifest our dream house, right? But my vision is not aligned if I have thoughts that are holding me back from that, if I have noise about that, if I think it can't come to me, etc., etc. But as it relates to the vision itself, literally the vision itself, We got to like way back up, because I'm not even talking about the things that I think about that particular vision. I want to like back way up to talk about actually what you think about visions, what you think about your dream, what you think about the stuff that you want. Because we have noise and it runs, unfortunately, in stealth mode. And we don't even realize it's there because we thought it or we felt it, or it's just the way it's been for so long and so, so much part of our life. So I'm going to give you some things to pay attention to so you can lean into more of an aligned vision, because without an aligned vision, you're kind of like, running slower than I want you to be. I have a deep belief in things can happen pretty fast when you start getting aligned. I like speed manifesting. And while I'm the first one to say, slow and steady wins the race, transform who you are, heal what needs healing, manifest through the lens of, deep self-love and appreciation and your worthiness and who you're becoming. Like, I am the first one to say this. I'm the first one to say quick fix manifesting is not what it's about. But I will tell you, when you create a deep sense of alignment, things happen fast. And it's miraculous. And I hear the stories every single day. As I talk to my clients, they're like, oh my God, so this magic happened. So I'm going to have you rewind, and we're going to back way up to vision, like what you feel about vision. So I want you to think about visions. I want you to think about the big visions. I want you to think about the dreams that you have, and rest your attention on that and see what comes up for you just a little bit, because as I talk about these things, I want it to give you like some golden information about what you might need to work on and learn and align with and pay attention to. So this is a learning process, and meet yourself where you're at. It is not about beating yourself up, because that creates more misalignment, and we don't need any more of that. But I want you to just pay attention. This is about awakening. It's about education. It's about learning what you need to learn and making adjustments to your frequency, your vibration, your thoughts, your feelings, those things that have run in stealth mode probably since you were, 3. That's how it goes. Such is life, right? So come on in, you guys. Say hello when you get here. If you're watching me on replay, type replay. And if you're new to me, say hey. So, all right. So I want you to think about for a minute this. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with vision itself, but I want you to think about visionaries. People who have visions, we think of them as visionaries. And what do you think about visionaries? I want you to ask yourself the question, because what I see people holding, this is a sticking point. What I see people holding is that visionaries are important, inspired leaders who make big impacts. Okay? And maybe so. But here's the problem. To hold a vision, to really, really, really hold a vision, and we do this in manifesting, you guys, every single day. You're like, I have a vision that matters to me more than anything. And I know that's how you guys feel. It's almost gritty, right? There's that part of you that's like, I want it so bad. I have this vision and I want to make a difference and I want to But visionaries are people who are all these things, and they make big impacts. And if you're not there yet, you're not identifying yourself as a visionary. And if you're not a visionary, how can you hold the kind of vision, the kind of aligned vision that can pull you forward? So I want to give this to you, because here's what I believe. I believe that you're all visionaries. I believe that you were born visionaries. I believe that you were born with the ability to create a vision. I believe that you were born with the ability to impact this field of consciousness through your amazing, aligned, beautiful vision. I believe that you're visionaries. And when you start to become the visionary that you think everybody else is and they're not there yet, then you can actually start to make some impact on the vision itself. It isn't about getting there first, it's about embracing this now. I know a ton of you on here, because I work with you guys, are spiritual entrepreneurs. You're conscious, mindful entrepreneurs. You're in business. And one of the ways that you impact the world is through your business. Many others of you maybe don't have your own business, but you're impacting the world, because that's what we do with each other. We're in service to one another. We're all visionaries, you guys. So if you want to have a powerful aligned vision, guess what? You have to own, I'm a visionary. You have to own, I'm a visionary. I have a whole workshop on visionary that we do. And this is one of the concepts that I teach, but I want you to be not playing small. If you feel the word visionary, you have to learn to like tap into the frequency of that and let it be birthed and kind of unfold within you, sort of like a flower that blooms, and be willing to own that. So no longer is everyone else that you admire the visionary, so are you. And just by the mere fact that you create your reality, you are it. Can we please all agree? I'm a visionary. Can we please all agree that that's the shift that needs to happen? That's the frequency that needs to be born within you, birthed within you, bloomed within you. Can we do that? Let me know if that like resonates with you guys, because it's super important that you start there. It's like, I am a conscious creator, aligned and radiant and fabulous. And I'm going to start right here and remember this and like lean into the frequency of the becoming of that. And I know it takes some warming up. I know it takes some transformation. I know that it takes some healing. But if you don't start somewhere, where are you going to start? You got to start somewhere. Might as well start there. Does that make sense? Let me know if that resonates. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So here, what runs in stealth mode is that I see all these visionaries outside of me, and they create these fabulous lives, and I'm not it. So how can you create your dream from that place? Not a match. Feel me? Okay. The second thing is so important. So this is how it feels. You wake up in the morning, you're like, oh my God, I have this like amazing big vision. All right. And we take it as big and enormous and life-changing and profound. But what happens is there's something inside of you, no kidding, no fibbing, I know it happens to everyone, that goes, oh my God, it's so big, I don't know how that'll ever happen. I have no idea. And so that big vision feels so far from you, it feels so far removed from you that you can't get it. And the more that it feels so big, it feels unattainable, oh my gosh, you activate the frequency of it being so far out of you. But the truth is like your vision, your aligned vision, is as close as the glasses on your face. That's the truth. And you have to lean into that. And if you've been associating with, I've got this big vision and I can't get there, you're going to have to learn a different kind of vibration. You're going to have to learn to embody this vibration that says, oh my God, my vision was right now. It's actually right now. Your vision is as close as the vision, as the glasses on your face. And it can be as clear as you want it to be, and also as close as you want it to be, because you can. So I got this big vision. It feels so far away from me, but I'm just going to ask you, well, what if it's not? What if it's what if it's sitting on your face like glasses? You know, what if it's one shift away? What if it's one shift away from happening? What if it's one synchronistic unfolding away from unfolding? What if it's one inspired action away? What if it's one attracted, what's the word? Like Abraham says, rendezvous. What if it's one attracted rendezvous away from being birthed in your reality? What if it's that close? So when you have this big vision, make sure that the frequency that you're tuned into is not that it's unattainable. Bring it closer. You have to bring it closer. That's the shift. That's an aligned vision. Can you feel that? Can you feel the alignment in that? Tell me if that resonates. Give it to me. Let me know if you feel this, because every single one of you have had this feeling of, this is so far outside of me. This is so far outside of me. Let me know if that resonates with you. Your vision is right now. Lisa, yes, your vision is right now. We need to learn to lean into the frequency, that specific frequency that holds that place. It's a becoming of you. It's a transforming of you. It's a worthiness. It's a holding of that frequency. So I have the words, but I want you to know that it's an evolution. It's an awakening. It's a becoming. Okay? All right, you feel this? Yeah. Sweet. Okay. So next on the menu, I've got this great vision. This is the mind, right? This is what the mind says. This is what we were told. This is what we absorbed. Somewhere along the line, we make these things up. Who makes this up anyway, right? Ooh, our egos. We say this, I have a vision, but I probably don't deserve it. Am I deserving of that? Have I done the work? Have I worked hard enough? Have I efforted hard enough? Right? Have I been good enough? Am I smart enough? Do I have enough of the XYZ? I have a vision, but I probably don't deserving. So here's the wake-up call on this. The aligned vision wouldn't sound that way, right? You can feel, I have a vision, but I probably don't deserve it. You know what I mean? It's like, I got this vision, and that's the misaligned vision, but I probably don't deserve it. The aligned version would say this, my deservingness is a match to my receiving. My deservingness of my vision is a match to the having of it. My deservingness and my ownership of my deservingness is the vibrational match to the receiving of it. So if you are walking around going, I have this vision, but I don't really think I deserve it for whatever reason, and I'm going to tell you, so much stems from our unworth. And where I come from and what I teach is self-worth comes first, and that's why we focus on that so much. But can you feel how, if you feel like you don't deserve it, how it's not a vibrational match to the having of it or the birthing of it, the blooming of it within yourself and in your life? How can you create a vision and hold it so powerfully important to you and in the same breath say, I don't deserve it? That does not go together. That is not a vibrational match. So I want you to be careful of this stealth stuff, because what happens is we just end up sabotaging our everything. You know, we end up sabotaging the dream. So, Amy, you are so deserving. And the more that you do the work around this, the more that you unhook from the noise, the stealth, the belief systems, the more that you get closer to the vision, birthing within you, birthing in your life, being like right here now. So it kind of goes like this, right? Can't just start with one. We need all of them. Okay. Give me some love. Does this resonate? I hope so, because I want it to wake you up, because when you actually get into the aligned vision, you become and are deserving of being the spiritual warrior, the goddess manifestor, right? That holds that power, that can like dance with the field of consciousness, and that can go the distance with this work. But I want you to back all the way up to here and rewire what you actually think about visions, and go, oh wow, I'm holding a vibration, I'm holding a frequency that needs fine-tuning, and then do the work that you need to do. Okay. I hope this is super helpful. Okay. Number 4. I have 5, okay? Number 4 is this. I have this vision and I'm scared. So if you have this vision and you're scared, that's okay. You're human, you have egos. I think that it's important that we take care of our egos in the way that really nurtures him or her. But what do we do? What do we do? I have a vision, but I'm super scared. So I teach this over in the 100-day journey, this part, and I'm going to give this to you guys tonight because it's really important. So if you have a vision but you're really scared, I want you to do this, and the shift is this, and it must be this. I'm going to lean into, gently, not too scarily, I'm going to lean into making it bigger. That means the vision gets bigger. If it's scary, make it bigger. If it's scary, make it bigger. And so this is something I'm even working on in myself. Seriously, I've got some visions and they scare me kind of a lot. And so, and I'm like, my guidance comes through today and says, remember, create a vision bigger than yourself. So much so that the universe has to show up and do the heavy lifting. So much so you can't figure out the how on your own. So much so. So if you're afraid, if you're scared, make it bigger. So that thing that you want, that step you need to take, that experience you want to have, go bigger. Because then you get so big that it gets unhooked. You make it so big that you have to unhook from it. And when you unhook from it, guess what goes away? The fear. Scared goes away. So when you make it so big that it's playful and joyful and dancing with the universe, when you make it so big, it's almost ridiculous for a minute, but juicy and beautiful and wonderful, and you can get into the feeling of that. Now that is where to be. So if I have a vision equals I'm scared, the sauce, the solution, the shift, I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to make it big, and then I'm going to make it bigger, and it's going to feel uncomfortable, and then I'm going to make it so big and so big and so big and so big, and all of a sudden, I'm going to make it so big that it's not uncomfortable anymore. And somewhere I will land holding the thing that I desire, because it's always this or something better, universe. And the universe conspires in your favor, and that is a good thing. All right? How does that feel? I want you to feel free. I want you to feel aligned, and I want you to walk away today looking at vision a little differently, because you have to start here. Get your vision in alignment. Do the work to get here. Do the work to get here. Okay. Yes? Give me hearts. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Good. Yay. All right. Okay. I have one more for you. And this is a good one too. A lot of times people come and they say, but Lori, I have this vision, I think, maybe. I want something better. I think I want to lean into something like this work or this thing, or I'm not really sure. So I'm not real sure. I have some kind of a desire to move forward, but I need to figure this out. And feel this. When you're in the I need to figure it out, figure it out, figure it out. If you think that you want a vision and need to figure it out, if you think you should have a vision and you need to figure it out, if you want something more for your life but you don't know what it is and you feel like you got to figure it out, you can feel there's resistance in there. And when there's resistance, you stay where you are. When there's freedom and there's breathability, you move. So I want you to try on what an aligned vision might sound like or feel like. And the truth is, for me, visions are manifested. Visions are received. Visions are downloaded. And if you want to get into your most juiciest vision, and you want to have divine universal intelligence bless your life with the kind of visions that, wow, move your world, get into, I don't have to figure out my vision. I need to receive my vision. Visions are received. Visions start with a feeling. Visions then are interpreted to a picture, right? Visions are an idea. They come sometimes as an impulse. They come sometimes as a hunch. All of a sudden, there's this idea birthed inside of you that you're just like, oh my God, I didn't think I had a vision, and here I am. So one of my clients, Lisa, this is a couple years ago, and I just spent some time with her out in Phoenix, and she said to me, she's like, I don't know, I have this vision this vision/feeling that I want something better, but I don't even know what it is. And so she said, so I'm applying for your work. I'm applying for your Sync Mastermind. It was Sync Mastermind at the time, is one of the things that I was doing. And she said, I don't even know. I'm just following my vision. I'm just literally following. And within the first 3 weeks, she quit her job and became independent. And she was like, I cannot believe the synchronicity that unfolded. And the truth of the matter is that she received the vision because she created the alignment in herself. And that's a powerful thing. So the vision is not just something that you conjure up in your mind, and it certainly is, but it is also something that you receive along the path of the unfolding of your purpose. And that's some powerful stuff, you guys. So you have to be a match to the vision, as well as making sure that your vision is a match to the receiving and the unfolding of what you desire. It's both. I've told you guys before, you guys are both, we are manifestors and we're senders and receivers at the same time, right? We send out our energy, but we also attract back. And so that energy is always flowing through us. And much like this, it's the same. So I don't know what my vision is. I don't know if I have one. I don't know if it's big enough. I guess I got to figure it out. Stop figuring and start receiving. Start learning the feeling of receiving vibrations. Start getting in tune with what it's like to actually manifest a hunk of your vision in the form of mass divine download. That is kind of miraculous. So visions are received, they are manifested, and they are also dreamt up by you in the very same breath. Two sides of the same coin. All right? So tell me if this is helping you guys. There is a difference between a vision, we're like, I have a vision. And then there's a difference between, I have an aligned vision. And I've removed every speck of all resistance in my vision, so much so that I am one with it. And it is there I stand as such a powerful creator of my life. So I want to invite you to that space because it is a powerful one. And sometimes your visions, your dreams, your desires will scare you to death. And that's okay. Because when you do the work like this and you get aligned with it, that fear goes away. And when the fear goes away, we have the capacity to become who we need to become in the process. So feel me. I just want I want you to resonate with the energy of this and, really feel into how this might look different to you tomorrow morning, even just with a couple of these. Okay, so let me just recap, all right? For those of you that are coming in late, let me quickly recap. So there are two kinds of visions, right? There's a regular old vision and there's an aligned vision. And we want to move into the aligned vision because it's important that we have our vision so crystal clear and aligned because then we are vibrational match to the becoming of them. So I am if you're thinking, visionaries are important people who make big impacts, but that's not me. Get over that. You need to become the visionary today. That needs to shift. That's where the aligned vision happens, is when I'm the visionary, okay? Don't play small, own that. Number two, if I've got this big, huge vision, but it feels super apart from you and it feels so far away from you, what if it was as close as the glasses on your face? What if it was as clear as the glasses on your face? So I've got a big vision. Let's trade that in, right? I've got an aligned vision. And so what if it's one shift away? What if it's now? What if my vision is now? Number three, I have a vision, but I don't deserve it. Remember that deservingness, true deserving is a vibrational match to havingness. So if you want the vision, you must stand in deservingness. Otherwise, it's not available to you. Number four, I have a vision and I'm scared. What do we do then? Make it bigger, make it bigger, make it bigger. If I have a vision and it's scared, make it so big that the universe is the only one who can identify what that vision is and give it to you. And I don't know, I got to figure it out. No, the shift for you is in that the receiver mode needs to be fine-tuned. Visions are received, they're downloaded, they're manifested. And when you're doing that work, then you are standing in your power with an aligned vision that can actually start to move mountains in your life, you guys. So I know that was a lot. I hope you feel the vibes of that. I hope you feel the vibes, the frequency, because that's just how it comes through. So tell me what your takeaway is, okay? And if you guys have any questions here as I kind of wrap up, let me know if there's any questions that you might have. And if I can't answer them right now, or you ask me while you're watching replay, I'll see if I can get to the questions. As I'm squinting, going, I'm looking. In the meantime, you guys, I want to do this 2-minute fun commercial. So I always want to say, let's manifest together. Let's create together. And if this is something that you feel like you've got huge value from this tonight, and if you want to see how to take it deeper, if you want to see how I can help you more, just type ready, #ready down in the chat, and I will be in touch. or we will be in touch tomorrow morning for sure. And we'll schedule a time. And basically what that looks like is that we will ask you a couple questions, and you and I'll get on the phone, and I'll get to explore your life with you. I'll get to explore your big vision with you, the one that you're like, oh my God, how do I create that? And see how I can possibly see if my stuff is a match to what you need. All right. So if you are finding value here, hashtag ready if you want to chat, and we'll get with you. So if any of you are ready to take a look at how we can drill down and make these big shifts and have you standing in visionary, and how you can really dial up your vision and create your reality, life, business, anything that you're desiring. I always say, we all want 5 things, right? Broken record: love, joy, purpose, health, and freedom. And what I'm bringing you here, guys, is tip of the iceberg. And I just love the idea that, there's so many big shifts that can happen quickly, and that you can really start this unfolding of who you are and this unfolding of your dreams. Change happens fast when you align. I promise you that. So, all right. All right. I will see you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next Monday. All right, darlings, I will talk to you next Monday. In the meantime, watch the replays, enjoy, and I will see you next time. Bye for now. Mwah.